Hello YouTubers, this is IMAX Nation 1980 here with vlog number 3, and I'm sorry, it was long overdue, yes, but what I'm going to show you is something I got a month ago, but I wasn't able to get it home until now, so here we go. Now check this out. This is essentially a variation of the Atari 2600. Atari, if I got my history right here, they were partners with Sears back in the days when they were called Sears Roebuck. And Sears made their own versions, like their own variations of the Atari consoles, and it's known as telegames, as you can see there. But yeah, it's pretty much the same kind of, the same design scheme and everything. And a relative of mine had this and a couple other things I'm going to show you in this vlog. Of course, he had no use for it for years, so he decided to give it to me because he knew I was a collector of these sorts of things, these older vintage things. You know, my Disney VHS collection, my record collection. So he gave me this, and yeah, I gotta see if this thing works. We're gonna find out if this thing works or not. Have to find a way to hook it up and such. And some controllers came with it. Here we got the driving dial. They're all specifically marked. And this is the paddle one, of course, for the Pong and Pong-like games. It's tangled with something here. We got the, oops. We got another paddle here, so for 2-player games. The labels are kind of peeling. And here we got another driving one. And of course the regular controllers. Got 2 of those. And of course the power cord, AC adapter. Let's have a look at the games here. Got Maze Craze, a game of cops and robbers. And labels there, very nice. They go in this way. Here we got 14 telegames here, all racing games. 1977, Sears Roebuck and Company. And it just says race on the end label. Here we got 27 telegames here. Tanks, jet planes, biplanes, and yeah, it just says Tank Plus. I guess Tank Plus was the main attraction of this compilation of games. Now, before I attempt to hook this thing up and see if it works, I got to show you something else. This other thing is unfortunately, this set I'm going to show you is unfortunately incomplete. Here we got an NES controller. Check. We have an NES Max controller. Check. And even more than a few NES games. But the bad news is no NES. No console. Just the controllers and the games. According to my relative, his father had the NES and the Telegames Atari. And what happened was somebody stole the NES. So I'm just left with the controllers and the games. So my mission is to find just the console itself with the wires and finally start a small little NES collection, because a couple of years ago I had said that I was planning to start a retro games collection or maybe an NES collection. Now, 2 years ago, my stepdad got me a ton of Coleco games, a ton of ColecoVision games that he saw at a yard sale, and I never really showed them. I think I took a picture of them once and showed them on Twitter, but I'll have to show those in a vlog sometime, maybe in the next one, now that I've mentioned it. Alright, so let's get to the NES games. Star Voyager from Acclaim, Capcom's Commando, Destroy the Enemy Army. Here we have a Tengen game here. This is RBI Baseball 2. Here's one that comes in a sleeve, Spy Hunter. Let's see, show the full label here. This port comes from Sunsoft. Authentic Arcade Edition. Actually, I've never seen a video of the NES version of Spy Hunter, so I'm in for a treat once I get an NES. Kung Fu, pretty common. Another 10-gen game here, Rolling Thunder, and I've played the arcade version of Rolling Thunder. It's a Namco game, well, sort of, kinda. It was on a Namco collection. I think it was on Namco 50th Anniversary, which was released for PS2. I think it was on that. Yeah, it was on that. And I used to play this quite a bit, so I wonder what the NES version is like. So yeah, it's another 10-gen game. Here's another one that was in its sleeve, Shadow of the Ninja, from Natsume. Here we got Captain Skyhawk from Milton Bradley. Dun 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 dun. Terminator 2. Oh boy, from LJN. If I remember correctly, Angry Video Game Nerd ripped this game a new one. It's been a while. I think I only watched his Terminator games review once. I'm pretty sure he covered it. If it has an LJN logo on it, he probably did cover it. Got Stealth from Activision. Terra Presta. And yet another 10-gen game, Pac-Man. Another copy of Kung Fu. And speaking of Angry Video Game Nerd, Top Gun. See if I can land the plane. And Top Gun's NES sequel, Top Gun Second Mission. Rad Racer 2. Here's a classic, Punch-Out! And here's another classic, Legend of Zelda. Yeah, look at that. I love this shiny gold cartridge. Oh, another LGN game here, Major League Baseball. Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. Hogan's Alley. Sky Shark. And here's a good one, Mickey Mousecapade. Got Golf, another common one there. Finally, Operation Wolf. Unfortunately, no Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. I assume those got stolen too. Duck Hunt, maybe? And the light gun? Yeah, maybe this NES came with a light gun, I don't know. But, yeah, at least, gotta start somewhere. Hopefully soon I come across the actual console itself for a good price. Now, in this box, there were also a few VHS tapes. Unfortunately, no Disney ones. Here we got Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. As much as I know about Disney VHS tapes, I have no idea when some of the other films from other studios came out. Like, I'm assuming this VHS is from the late 80s or early 90s, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't MGM and United Artists Home Video use these kinds of sticker labels in the late 80s? I'm gonna have to look all this up. But I'm assuming this is from the late 80s. There's no case. We have another MGM United Artists release, The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight, which stars Jerry Orbach. Disney fans know him as the voice of Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast, and also Robert De Niro. This is a movie from 1971, and it's got that same sticker label. And despite the fact that it has all this text down here, there's no print date. This was recorded off of a TV broadcast or something. This is Clash of the Titans. I'll have to check this out and see if there's like commercial breaks. Or maybe it was copied off of another VHS tape. That's also very possible. But if this is a TV airing, I'd be curious to see. I'd like to see what the commercials are and such, when it's from. This is pure public domain stuff right here. This is a Mighty Mouse VHS, and you could tell by the artwork that it's public domain. The color enhanced figure represented on the box is taken directly from the actual cartoon contained on the videotape. Yeah, again, this is a public domain VHS. Just put together by whoever had their hands on it. But yet, you take the tape out and it looks like somebody just bought a blank VHS tape and put the content on there. Hence the label down here. Be interested to see what happens when I put this into the VCR. We also got Our Gang, featuring Skulls. I have no idea what this is. I'm guessing it was some children's show from like the 70s or 80s. Again, it just came in the box. I don't know what I'm going to do with this and some of the other tapes. Like, if there's nothing on it of interest for me, I might just sell them. 1987. And there's no label on this tape whatsoever. But it is a legit tape. So maybe this isn't even the right tape. Maybe it's something else. And finally, we got this from the same video distributor. Donald Duck starring in Spirit of 43 plus 3 other cartoons. But, I mean, that's Susie the Little Blue Coupe there. I mean, didn't Disney hold the rights to all their post-Oswald cartoons in the 70s and 80s? I mean, why would these be on a public domain VHS? I'm going to have to pop this in and see what we get. Donald Duck and Friends, I mean, there's actually I think it's on Tumblr, some guy has a blog which is dedicated to public domain VHS tapes and, you know, VHS editions of films that were in the public domain and weren't held by any copyright owner. And look, see, it looked like it's another, you know, recordable tape and not a factory pre-recorded one. This is very interesting. I have to see what's on these tapes. Especially this one, 1989. Yeah, by 1989, you think Disney would have all the rights to their 40s Donald Duck shorts, and the label just says Donald Duck, and not Donald Duck and Friends, or... It's weird, because the front cover says Donald Duck featuring Spirit of 43, but the side says Donald Duck and Friends. This just says Donald Duck. Weird, weird, weird. But hey, it's in my hands, so I gotta see what's on it, for curiosity's sake. Alright, we're gonna find out what's on this public domain Donald Duck VHS. Brace yourselves! It could be rip-off cartoons for all I care. Hey, let's see. Let's get through. Ah, here we go. It just begins. No FBI warnings, no nothing. See, I was thinking this was going to be ripped from a Disney VHS tape. Wow, this print of the film looks terrible. It's all beat up, colors are all washed out. And here's Susie the Little Blue Coupe, 1952 Disney short, and one of the inspirations for the character design in Pixar's Cars. Get a load of the editing here. Wow, what a gradual transition. Pretty bad. Anyways, this is Humphrey the Bear and Hooked Bear, which was released by Disney on VHS in late 1984. Whenever Winnie the Pooh and Friends came out, it was like late 84, early 85. And I wonder why this is on the VHS. I mean, how'd they get away with this? This cartoon was officially released by Disney at this time.
The link is loaded.
Oh look, and this one isn't even from Disney. A novel tune from Paramount. Ah yes, from Famous Studios, the successor to the Fleischer Studios. They kept the Popeye series going. And that's the end of that. Basically, there was Spirit of 43, Susie the Little Blue Coupe, Hooked Bear, and that Novel Tunes cartoon, the old shell game. Again, how did... I mean, I guess these things always slip through the cracks. I guess I'll hold on to it just, you know, for laughs, I guess. If I want to demonstrate in a future video, like what an unofficial Disney, or, you know, I mean, look at the cover, like, look at Humphrey there, look at how weird he looks. I mean, again, check out that Tumblr blog on these kinds of VHS and DVD releases. You'll find some pretty interesting things, and some of the covers, it's like, whoa. I mean, this isn't, you know, compared to some other public domain covers I've seen, this isn't the worst, but, yeah. Again, it's interesting because, you know, that kind of stuff slipped through the cracks. But again, Spirit of 43, I'm not sure, I gotta do my history again. I'm not sure if Spirit of 43 appeared on one of the Cartoon Classics editions in the mid-80s, but I know Hooked Bear appears on Winnie the Pooh and Friends, which was released in the mid-1980s. So, yeah, definitely interesting indeed. Alright, now let's set up the Telegames VCS 2600. Unfortunately, fellow YouTubers, this will not work out. For I don't have a television that will take this kind of wire, this kind of end. So, unfortunately, no games. But, one day I might come across a TV that'll take this cord, and I'll be able to film some game footage. What a bummer. I was looking forward to actually playing some of these games. Yeah, it says on the back, you gotta connect it to a switch box. And I don't have that. Oh well, what are you gonna do? And since we don't have much time, I mean, I could go all out and do a 30-minute vlog and show my Blu-ray update and a couple other things, but I'm gonna save that for vlog 4. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is IMAX Nation 1980, signing off.